Okie dokie. So the last thing that we're going to work on for this week, at least, we're going to just work on these like 4 or 5 things and get them really solid, is a backup. And the reason why backup is valuable is, besides it just being a cute trick, is your dog being able to reach backwards and extend and go. That is isolating and working on your hip flexor and your pelvic floor muscles and your back muscles. And I was reading about this, and I can't remember if it's also some of these leg muscles, but I think it is some of the leg muscles, because there's that full backwards extension. That is different than a forward extension. So if you're looking at your body parts, this joint, this muscle band, that's the forward, right? Your backwards is that. And you really also, you want that knee to be able to extend backwards. And dogs do have a knee. We just don't see it the way they really do have a forward bending knee. But you can't see it the way you can in humans. So you're wanting to kind of build that isometric coordination and strengthening. So your dog needs to have a backup to do that, because literally just going is building muscle and strength and coordination. See, do you have to have that level of frustration? Thank you. So how I train a backup is I make sure that the surface that we're backing up onto is vastly different than the surface that we're standing and walking on. Because I want my dog to be able to go, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh, I found it. There it is. Man, Daisy, I almost got your toes. Good job. Feel the vast difference. So I have a folded up blanket, but I recommend that you use like a comfort mat or a yoga mat. And if your floor is like tile or wood, you really want it to be very, very visibly different. And your dog is like, oh, that's definitely what I'm looking for. So we're working on carpet today in my living room. So I folded up this blanket that is very fuzzy compared to the carpet so that she has a big textural impact difference. So first things first, start with your dog in the stand. And I already have her back feet on the blanket. And I'm just going to lure her a little bit forward. Yes, good girl. And then, yes, good girl. So what I looked for there was any weight shift. So I got slightly in her space and she went, that's a little rude. And she went a little bit back like this. I marked that and then I fed way down here. And when I feed way down here towards the dog's chest and tummy, they have to back up to get to the treat. Good girl. Lure her forward. Yes. No, good try. Good try. Waiting her out. Yep. So she's wanting to do an auto sit. That's okay. We're starting on the texture. Yes. Pull her forward. Yes. She's got 1 foot on, 1 foot off. Yes. Good girl. So she just accidentally moved that foot backwards. I marked it and I fed right here and then down to her chest so that she would go backwards. Yes, good down. Good girl. So I don't need her to make the whole gap. I need her to do anything remotely backwards and me go, that's it, and feed her so that she gets fully back onto the blanket so that she starts going, oh, targeting the blanket with my back feet. Okay. Yes. Okay, we're going to lure her slightly forward so her feet are off. Yes. Yes, good girl. And that may have been me a little heavy-handed. I may have accidentally fed her into that position. I don't want it to be back up when I push on you. And I didn't push, but I pushed with my food hand. But that's okay. Yes. Okay, so now she's quite far from the blanket, honestly. So I'm gonna reset. She was like probably this far from the blanket, and that's a much bigger step to make to get to the blanket again than just, here's the blanket, here's her foot, and all she has to do is barely step back to get to it. So you wanna make sure that your initial backup is really small. that they're going carpet, no carpet, carpet, no carpet, blanket, no blanket, and start putting those together. She really thinks that we're doing a self-soothing on this, which is great. So smart. But we're actually playing a different game. Yes. Okay. Yes. Yes. So she backed up because she sniffed. Good job. I feed way back so she gets all the way there. And we start again. Good job, Kiefer. Yes. She did an auto sit. That's okay. Come back over here. And for some reason, we're kind of ending up diagonal. Yes. Yes. Good girl. So again, I kind of manhandled that one. In the beginning, you got to catch what you can catch. Hey. So that was an auto sit. Never punish those things. She's just saying, what are you talking about, Claire? You're acting like a crazy person. She's right. I am. But she's playing the game, and I really appreciate it. Come on. Yes. Yes. Yes! Good girl. So she just accidentally stepped backwards. And I was like, that's exactly what we're looking for. How did you know? She's like, I don't know. You're acting like a crazy person. Hey, Daisy. Daisy. Yes. Good girl. Good girl. Free. And then I'm going to give her a little brain break. But what I'm really looking for there is that any kind of backwards foot placement and targeting the blanket because it feels different to her feet so she can know, oh, that's it. So this is the very start of it. I think we worked on back up in one of our classes, but I don't remember this being a mastered skill for Daisy. I remember Saber backing across the room, but I think for Daisy we were focusing on something else at the time. So this might be a good one. But for the physical canine fitness class, getting that level of understanding isometrics and coordination is going to be instrumental to a lot of the other exercises we're going to do in the class, but in and of itself is valuable. So thanks for watching.